This thing is goofy. Goofy. This thing is so goofy. I'm gonna try it again real quick, and if that doesn't work, uh, this thing is really goofy for one reason or another. It's acting very goofy. Pull it up. Make sure everything is good though. Well, at least I'll be able to check my voice. No audio for the game, and then also the game just acts so weird. Window? It just doesn't want to recognize that as a game. It's kind of weird. It keeps not wanting to see the game. It's kind of weird. I'm clicking on the game. It's like, I don't recognize that as a game. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't recognize it as a game? It's a game. As far as I know. Clicking on the window. Sometimes OBS be kind of weird like that. It won't want to see a window. I don't know why. It'd be so strange though. That'd be like, oh, I don't want to see that window. It's like, what do you gotta do to make this thing recognize the damn game? I wonder. Hold on, I'm gonna troubleshoot on the spot. OBS not recognizing game, not capturing game. There you go. Insufficient permissions, outdated OBS, interference from other applications. I don't have anything else open. Problems with the game specifically, probably. Yeah. It's probably just the game. It's a very rare occurrence that OBS doesn't work for something. I'm pretty sure. Hold up. Dumb? Kind of dumb? Close the window. Just launching this one just to make sure. Anyway, I'm going to check YouTube audio while this is going on. Like I said, troubleshooting at the... Because it's like, I was like, well, this is unexpected. And then I had to be like, well, I got to start it. Watch this. This would be hilarious. Watch this. What the fuck? What? It's not OBS's. This is not OBS's fault. Then it pulled up. It pulled up the other one. That's ridiculous. That's not OBS's fault. Then it recognizes literally the other game that's made by the same developer. Let me just straight up launch the game. If I wait. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna capture my. Okay. Watch. Is it gonna work? No. No. Anyways, desktop. That just shows straight up my desktop. This should be weird. Hold up. Why is this game so fucked, though? Okay, there. There. That's one way to do it, right? But then you see the top. That's no good. Now watch this little... Watch this little... Watch this little goofy-ass trick. Bam. It works. Why you? Like, why you? Anyways, so strange. And if I click out, it still stays up. That's so strange, Joe. Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. I don't see my mouse on. Do I have to tab back into? That's so strange, though. Ah. What is going on with this game? It's so weird that my mouse doesn't show up anymore. And now the game isn't showing up. What the fuck is with this game? What the fuck is this game? Look at the game. Quit? Okay, let me do something. It's ridiculous. I didn't mean to... If the game worked with me, we wouldn't have this problem. Desktop. Trick? My mouse disappears. But it's... I can still see it? But you don't see anything on... What the fuck is this game? Okay. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit on the fly. I didn't intend to do this. Let me look at my capture settings. I might just leave it like that. I'm a bit lazy, you know. I don't really want to adjust it on the fly. See, but here's the weird part. Now, I don't see my... It's going. Like, it's going, and you don't see anything. That's so strange. We're just going to play in window mode. And it's just going to be unprofessional. Whatever. Back. Quit. Main menu. Anyways. I'm leaving it like that. It doesn't look good, but I don't care. Because I'm not going to mess with it all stream. Anyways. Hey guys. And welcome to Outdoor Adventures with Marisa Kirisame. I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm just going to leave it like that. The black bars and the top bar are going to stay. But it's a Toho fan game with Marisa. Don't know much about it. It was made by the same guys who made Save Me Sakuya-san. I don't know why I jumped at it so... Well, actually, I had no idea what I wanted to do for a day's stream. And I was kind of like, well, I guess I'll just do another Toho VN because I've done none of those. Because I don't read VNs. Except when games make me when I'm playing them. But, hopefully it's not another therapy session. I guess it'll be funny if it is, but either way. Doesn't run properly, so I'm just gonna leave it with the bars and everything. That's kind of annoying me, but I can't do anything about it. The game won't let me. So anyways, I guess we'll jump into it. I don't have much to say about it. It was an ordinary day out here in the woods. Holy shit, there is way too much at the bottom for me to select. Whoa. Back, load, auto, skip, history, screen, config, menus, holy shit. Can I just... Okay. The sun was shining. The gentle breeze of the forest felt nice on my face. The cool, crisp air was nothing short of refreshing. But there was one thing that stood out. Something that made this day truly special. Marisa was here. Oh! Voice acting? Damn. And music. We're almost to where we need to be. Although she never told me exactly what she took me out here for, I trust her completely for the most part. Oh, she got a little bit of voice acting though. Come on, don't tire out on me. I had to come a long way to get your butt down here. What the heck? What the heck? This is bumping. I didn't expect some fire in a Toho VN. Damn. I forgot what she already said too. I'm gonna have to go back once the music kind of calms down. The music ain't gonna calm down, is it? Nah, it's gonna get deeper. This is good for... What the heck? I didn't expect that music. I had to come a long way to get your butt down here. It was a pretty long walk, ... Although I wasn't particularly tired, I decided to humor her a bit. I suppose I could have at least taken you on my magic broom for a bit longer. That's right. Like most of the residents of Gensokyo, she had the ability to fly. Although she wasn't entirely opposed to flying me there, we both decided it would be better to take the more scenic route first. Either way, we can stop here. I'm sure you know exactly what we're looking for. No? I had no idea what I was supposed to see, but I was sure Marisa couldn't resist telling me if I waited a short while. I say her name right one time and the next time I fuck it up. Although, if I had to guess, ... We're looking for mushrooms. We're hunting for yokai. We're looking for rare books. That's it. Nope. Okay, sure. What? I may read a lot of books, but I get my fill at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Sure. She insists she's merely borrowing the books from that place, but something tells me that's not exactly the case. We're going mushroom picking right now. Okay. Aw, come on. Don't give me that look. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Will it? Bruh, at least it's not a therapy session. The music is so hard though. Heat is what I meant. It's kind of bumping. It's chill. I like it. Mushroom picking wasn't exactly my idea of a fun time, but I'm down for anything as long as... Marisa's a simp! That's kind of mean to say though. But also, mushroom picking wasn't exactly my idea of a fun time, but I'm down for anything as long as it's with Marisa. I won't back down from what I said. It's kind of mean. Also, Sakuya simp, so I can't say anything. But anyways, moving on. And kind of Remy simp. You can use mushrooms for almost anything, from tasty food to powerful magic potions. Potions. But for today, we're going to use them for food, in a stew to be precise. I'm sure they'll be tasty. You damn right it'll be. It may not look like it, but I can be a pretty good cook. Damn? Okay. Save. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally hit a button I shouldn't. Auto skip history screen. Wow, what is this? I hit the wrong button. Thank God I have nothing on my desktop. Close? That's what I was looking for. There we go. Screenshot? Okay, let me check the screenshot real quick. I am so scared it's going to open up a folder that I don't want it to. Hold up. You could put on game real quick. Now I had to be super conscious because what, like whatever, my desktop is just a fucking mess. To be expected, because I'm just messy with my shit. But there's nothing like actual like files. Well, actually, files probably wouldn't be that bad either. It's just a bunch of bullshit on my computer. Literally, this is my gaming computer, so I have nothing sensitive on here. Really don't. Where's the screenshot folder for this game? There it is. I just want to make sure it screenshots right. Kind of doesn't. I guess I could go through it back a second time. And I wonder. Hold up. Screen? Screenshot. That's going to be an exceedingly annoying way to... This would have been so much easier if this game just wasn't a... That is... So you got to go... Well? Huh? Hey. Yo, close the dialog box, though. I didn't want that in the screenshot. Let me check something real quick. Let me check the screenshots again. Remote. This is an exceedingly annoying way to do things, by the way. Okay. I will do that. That's, like I said, super annoying, though. Super annoying. They have it on desktop? There we go. I may not look like it, but I can be a pretty good cook. I already said that. Fuck! I'm gonna go back through and screenshot it on my own. I prepared some meals for Reimu, Sakuya, and the others at parties that absolutely knocked their socks off. Literally not gonna do it. Of course, I had some help, ehehe. Marisa is one of the few people in Gensokyo who has the ability to get along with everyone. I could listen to her stories about her adventures with friends for days. At any rate, what we're looking for is these kind of mushrooms. They're not poisonous. For the most part, they don't affect your mind and senses. For the most part. Girl! And they taste great! Sure! Oh. I like... For the most part. What? If it was any other person, I wouldn't do this. But I think I can trust Marisa with this. For the most part. She do be cute, though. Well, at any rate, I guess now is any of a good time to teach you the basics of mushroom picking. Take a good look at the pattern. This is what we're looking for. But there's actually a species very similar to it that's poisonous. So poisonous, it'll knock you dead in one go. Second of all, you have to be very careful not to inhale the spores of certain kind of mushrooms. The side effects can range from anywhere from death or even worse. Priapism? 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 What the heck? Phone? You sure be do flexing smartphone. Persistent. Oh shit! Priapism? What? They put this in a game? They sure used the roundabout way about it. I'm so... Oh, geez. Anyways, priapism. The meaning. Priapism is a prolonged and painful erection that lasts for more than 4 hours and not related to sexual stimulation. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Third of all, you have to I could tell it was going to take a while, but I did my best to listen. I like this one already more than the Sakuya one, and that's unfortunate because I like Sakuya a lot. Sakuya a lot. And finally, 100th of all, you have to never cut certain kinds of mushrooms open. Because this isn't a therapy session, this is chill. Because you could release their deadly toxins and kill you, or even worse, give you bribe. Well, anyways, were you able to retain all of that information I just told you? Of course I totally did! Ha ha ha. Aw, dang it. I should have told you about this way before you got out like this. I suppose it's my fault for not thinking this ahead, but you know, that's the kind of person I am. He used to be Sakuya before. I feel like I'd be slipping towards her nowadays. I don't know. Anyways, I couldn't help but smile. I wouldn't be here if she wasn't the person I like after all, regardless of how head-on she can be. Oh, I know. How about you lead the mushroom picking to me? And you can do, Well, what kind of outdoorsy thing would you like to do in the meantime? My mind raced to one thing and one thing only. Fishing? We don't really get an option. Fishing? Why? These beings sure to be having a lot of fishing in them. As soon as I said the holy word, Marisa's face brightened up with an astounding relief. Ahaha, that's perfect actually. Okay. That's settled. You take your time fishing and I'll go ahead and pick some mushrooms for the stew. I didn't really want to be apart from Marisa, but they say that distance gives perspective. There's an awesome lake not far from here. It'll be perfect for fishing. I nodded, and with that we temporarily parted ways. I found the lake Marisa mentioned earlier, and I planted myself next to it. Is he fishing with a Cerno plush? With a Fumo? Is he fishing with a Cerno Funo? Fumo? What? I made sure to use only the best, most premium fishing rod and lure for this occasion. It's the Fumo the lure! Are all these games gonna have Fumos in them? I made use of the deafening silence by thinking about several quotes and philosophies related to fishing. A bad day can be made better with some fishing time. Fishing is not an escape from life, but often a deeper immersion into it. Nothing yet. No more fishing philosophies for me, I guess? Trust me, fishing is a lot more than casting a hook in the water. A day without fishing probably wouldn't kill me, but why risk it? It doesn't matter if the rod is or isn't bent. Time spent fishing is time well spent. Still nothing. I still have a few more quotes. Men go fishing their entire lives without realizing it's not the fish they're after. God fucking damn it, I still can't catch any fucking fish. Bro's tripping! How could they not be attracted to this premium lure I spent $200? Dude, those Fumos, though, they do be expensive. So I haven't bought one. They sure do be expensive. How could they not be attracted to this premium lure I spent $200 on? Sigh. They do be expensive, though. As I gradually calmed down, I heard some gentle footsteps trotting through the grassy area behind me. To my pleasant surprise, it was none other than... I'm back! Let me just plant myself here, Marisa, I managed to safely get a ton of mushrooms for the stew. What about you? Catch any fish yet? Though, I gotta tell you, there's nothing quite like the taste of fresh fish. So, did you catch any fish? I was supposed I like that one. Oh yeah, I caught a ton of fish, that's cap. I didn't catch any at all. That's true. I was supposed to catch fish? That's the right one. I hope my sarcasm gave the true answer away. Ha, it's okay. You can totally tell me that you failed to catch any fish at all. Nothing to be ashamed of. Still though, you've been at it for a while and you didn't catch any? I gave a bit of a shamed look to Marisa and nodded in acknowledgement. Maybe it's your equipment? No way, it couldn't be my equipment. Nevertheless, I showed Marisa my 100% authentic premium fishing rod and lure. Whoa, no way! I don't see how this is possible. With this kind of equipment, fish should practically be showing up at your door. This type of equipment is practically a fish magnet. It was nice to have Marisa reassuring me like that. I guess she knows a thing or two about fishing herself. And I know for a fact there's a fish in that lake. I could tell she was onto something. This can only mean one thing, ... Her face grew more serious by the second. What could it be? ... There's a yokai in the river! It must be the reason the fish weren't coming to your rod. Perhaps it was planning to attack soon. Although common sense would dictate that it would have attacked you by now while I was gone. Thankfully, we're in Gensokyo, where common sense doesn't apply. The Fumo fishing rod. Marisa suddenly got up and straight started preparing what I could only assume was her signature move. Oh, that's hard. That's tough as hell. We can't risk it. If there's a yokai in the river, your life is in danger, and I have to eliminate it at all costs. Stand back. I'm gonna blow this river to Kingdom Come! I knew Marisa was about to get serious. I found the nearest tree behind her and made a beeline towards it. I'll show you what happens to yokai who even think about harming my friends. Then Danmaku is all about firepower. Master ... Yeah! Spark! She blasted some fish though. What followed after was a beautiful display of power and beauty shown right before my eyes. To have a front row view of something so splendid and mighty, I could not be more grateful. Marisa's Master Spark echoed through the forest, the ground shaking as it erupted from her mini Hakero. I could not take my eyes away. If there ever was a yokai in that river, it surely would be long dead right about now. The fish in the river started filling up, slowly but surely, one by one. Pretty sure it's against regulation to go fishing like that. But I also don't know the rules of fishing in Tokyo, so hey, now we'll surely have enough food for the night. Oh boy, the sun is setting rather quickly. Come on, my house is not too far from here. We can set the mushrooms and fish down there. Mushroom and fish stew didn't sound the most appealing to me, but I had complete faith in Marisa. That said, the view from her house was quite lovely. View to her house was quite lovely. You know, my place is actually a magic shop. I recall Marisa talking about her house earlier a few days ago. I'm kind of curious what's inside of it. I'll admit, it has seen some better days though. The music chilled out though, I have only noticed that just now. Kind of a shame the music was bumping. But those spider cobwebs do make for a good potion or two. Then again, maybe not. Just kidding about that part, maybe. Still though, I bet you're wondering what's inside of my house. Go ahead, take a wild guess and ask me. I proceeded to pull some completely wild guesses as to what could be in her house. Tell me about your pet rocket, tell me about your flying turtle, tell me about the vengeful spirit. Oh, a vengeful spirit? Well, that's a great guess. I don't have one in my house. It's a magic shop, not a haunted house after all. That said, I think there was one I might have some history with, maybe. What was her name again? Lena, Hema, Mina, Malina? Oh well, probably not that important. Although I wondered, what was the nature of this history she had with the spirit? I suppose it's not that important if she's never brought it up before. Either way, I bet you're super curious of what's in my house now. I sure am. It sounds like there's always something new to find there, so I wouldn't mind coming over. Oh, really now? Well, you're gonna have to charm me tonight if you want to see more of what's inside. As she concluded the conversation, we held hands and slowly walked towards her house, enjoying the view of the forest all the same. The cool breeze felt amazing, and the evening view was made even better because Marisa was in front of it. We slowly took our time to admire the scenery and very slowly approached our destination. By the time we had reached Marisa's house, It had gotten quite dark. Oh, a campfire! We decided to make a cozy campfire to spend the night together. I managed to gather some twigs, and Marisa proceeded to use her mini hakkero to light them up. We huddled around the campfire, perhaps it was due to the ambience, but things suddenly got more intimate. So, quite a day, huh? I had a lot more fun. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. Thank you for doing this with me. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun too! Hehehe, I could tell. You know, they say you're only as strong as your weakest link. The same is true when you're out with another person. You only get to have as much fun as they are. I don't think I could disagree with that. If Marisa didn't have any fun, then I wouldn't have either. You know, for me it's essential I go out and do these kind of activities with people I care about. I always have to live in the moment and not worry about my past or future. Because because if I don't live in the moment, my mind will sometimes race towards my past, How sad? Oh no! Things were about to get serious, and without saying a word, I did my best to show my support for her. And I'm not a huge fan of my past, I'm just reminded of my past life with my father. I ran away from home, you know. It's just funny how I can get along with everyone in Gensokyo, yokai, human, ghost, oni, vengeful spirit, But my father was the one person I couldn't get along with. My father and I got into tons of arguments. He didn't like how I practiced magic. My mom always took his side. It got to the point where one day he would say things like it's either us or the magic, Well, I made a decision for him. The next day I got whatever I could grab, and I ran away without looking back. I still wouldn't change a thing, but it's still not easy to have done that, you know. I guess I try to cope for my broken childhood by going out on these grand adventures, you know, partying out with friends and resolving incidents. And I bet my grand Danmaku firepower is just me compensating, Sigh, In this moment, I knew exactly what to say. You turned out pretty well. The past doesn't define you. It's not your fault. Does this dialogue matter? I wonder. You turned out pretty well. It's actually a pretty sweet sentiment. What I see before me is someone who is very charismatic and who can get along with everybody. Someone who is very selfless and will help others in need. Someone who is very talented at what they do. Despite your difficulties in your past life, you turned out pretty well. And you should be proud of that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. That's sweet! As I finished up my little speech, Marisa's eyes brightened up and her sweet smile glistened before my eyes. Wow, hee, thank you. That's so sweet! I've only ever mentioned this stuff with a few people before. So thank you for listening to me, and especially for being supportive like that. You didn't have to. Damn! This was another one. It was my pleasure. Anything for you. We're going simp route. Anything for you. Heh. Oh man, you're so sweet. I want to return the favor though. Is there anything about yourself that you want me to know about? It can be anything at all. I'm all ears and ready to support you. Type. You type the answer out? I can type an answer in. What do I type in? Anything you want me to know about you? What do I type? They gave me, I don't like having an option. Type to Marisa whatever you want her to know, then press enter. What should I type? Actually, I'll say what? Quick break? And then when I come back, I figure out something to type? I just gotta take a really quick break, but I'll be right back. And then maybe during the break I'll figure it out, but maybe not. But I'll be right back. Ah, I clicked game out of habit. Desktop. There we go. Okay. Kind of thought about it. I have to go back and read what they said previously. Is there anything anything about yourself you want to tell me to know or that you want me to know about? It can be anything at all. I'm all ears and ready to support you. I got one though. I did think about it while I was on break. Also, this track I would have played during the BRB. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful track. I was kind of just listening to it. It was very beautiful. Very nice track. It's kind of, it's just so good. Anyways, anything you want me to know about you? Well, I'm how punctual. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to Miku Plushies. That? I'm addicted to Miku Plushies. Bam. Haha, is that so factual? Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I don't think it mattered either way. It's funny you mentioned that because Marisa and I proceeded to talk for hours upon hours about our lives and problems. We connected really well, and from then on, there was no doubt in my mind she was the one for me. Oh shit. We must have completely lost track of time because next thing I knew, I started dozing off right on the grass, staring at the sky. The last thing I remember before going into a deep slumber would be Marisa's warm, gentle face, staring deep into my soul as if to protect me. Suddenly, I would find myself in a strange place. When I came to, it was hard to believe what I was seeing. The best way I could describe it was the border between the dream world and the real world. It was so tranquil, it didn't even feel real, but at the same time, that's exactly what made it so real in the first place. And I'm in frame. Thankfully, Marisa was there, ready to comfort me. Already there to comfort me. Yeah. Hey! You probably have a few questions about this place. But I think the less you know about this place, the better it helps with the atmosphere. She was right. Some things are best left to the imagination, and this was one of them. Dreams can mean a lot of things, but let's not overthink this place. We're just here to sit back and relax. I'm here for as long as you need me to be here. As you know, this place serves as a gap of sorts between the outside world, the dream world, and even Gentokyo itself. As such, we're able to receive certain messages, you could say, from the outside world. Let's take a look at them right now, shall we? Wow, this is really good! Fan art? Marisa read my mind. Now I want a marshmallow. I would totally use my hakero to light a marshmallow like that. You know, I got that thing from a guy I've known since I was a kid. He's a half yokai who runs a shop somewhere around here. Huh, good to know. Maybe I'll stop by and say hi soon. This piece was done by Emerald Kitty on Twitter. Very cool, linked too. Also, kind of cool that he hyperlinked it? Oh, look like there's more. Whoa, I like this one a lot. Looks like Marisa is getting ready for hiking. I guess flying at the top of a mountain is no fun. But I wonder, why do I look so mad? I bet you had something to do with it. What did I do to make this hypothetical Marisa angry? I don't know. I didn't show up? Nah, I was too scared to climb. I probably insisted she fly me there instead of climbing all the way to the top. Hey now, there's a first time for everything. I wouldn't be mad at you if you were scared. Only if you gave up because of it. Well, either way, we should definitely go hiking sometime. Just you and me, it'll be fun. I couldn't agree more. This piece was done by Flan Vanilla on Twitter. Very cool. Ah, looks like we got another. Is this a fan art? Oh wow, I'm sitting on a log. Marisa, sitting on a log? What will she do? Look, there's an empty log next to me. Come sit there. That sounds like a wonderful idea. This piece was done by Obohead64 on Twitter. Very cool. Well, that's all of that. Kind of a weird segment. You can either stay here with me or wake up the next day. Whichever you choose is fine by me. I carefully listened to Marisa and took all the time I needed to make my next choice. What? Is this a... Wait, hold up. Ah, what? You can stay with me or wake up the next day. I guess I need a bit more time? I wasn't ready to move on, but Marisa understood completely. No worries, take all the time you need. When you're ready, just let me know. If I just... it just eventually lets... Okay, I'm ready to wake up. Alright. I'm sure your day is going to be absolutely wonderful. I'll make sure of it. Make sure of it? Yeah? Ehehe. Suddenly, I felt myself being pulled away into the dream world. And back into reality. When I woke up, I found myself being held by Marisa's tight, warm embrace. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of like a dream come true. I wanted this moment to last forever, so I did my best not to wake her up. This peace would be short-lived, though, because I would soon witness a very startled Marisa wake up before me. Oh! Oh, crap! Holy shit! Dude! What is that? That actually is so... That's a really good emote! Oh no, I completely forgot! The mushroom and fish stew, I forgot to cook it. It's completely ruined now. I wish I could screenshot that right now. I'm sorry, I wanted this to be good. You never got to try my wonderful cooking. I had to do my best to cheer her up. There's always next time. Oh, you think so? Poor Marisa! Suddenly, Marisa pepped up right away and proceeded to bolt to her door. I guess I'll see you later then, eh? I had a really good time with you, but all good things must come to an end. Da-da-da. Who am I kidding? Just come on in already. And with that, it was clear as day and night that Marisa and I had something special together. The end. The end? That's it? That was very abrupt. Was that really it, though? Skip. Was that it, though? Was that it? Was that it, though? Is there another... Is that it, though? I feel like I missed something. I don't know. Skip. Not pretty well. I'm just gonna skip through it real quick. I swear I missed something, though. It feels like... Is there like an alternate ending or something, though? Can I get an alternate... I love you! It totally skipped the dialogue. That's just the end of the game. Holy crap. That goes by pretty quick. Okay, anyways. I think I got DLC for this. If that was it, that was only like 40 minutes. I got DLC for this game, though. Let me see. Let me find it real quick. I think it should be a separate deal. Blue Archive? What the hell was that? What was Blue Archive? That was on my Steam page. Let me find this game, though. Isn't that really popular, though? Blue Archive? It sounds like it's popular. Launch Marisa Fishing DLC. Like I said, there's always like DLC for these games, and I generally buy them. Because I just want the full experience. Otherwise, where is it pulling up? There it goes. Window mode. We'll see if it We'll see if it pulls up, though. It doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't pull up. Desktop. There we go. Okay, anyways. This is Outdoor Adventures with Marisa Kirisame one. Fishing with DLC. So this is just the fishing DLC that you could buy for the game. And so I bought it. It's been a while since I last saw Marisa. Last time I met her, we went outside picking mushrooms, going fishing, and then camping outside together. Her warm smile, the crackling sounds of the campfire, and the cool breeze. That was a night to never forget. She made that day truly special, but I wonder, what is Marisa up to, She gave me a letter telling me to come to the Misty Lake, It sounded like it was something important, so I went there as fast as I could.
Yaha!
Yo! She is so cool! Looks like you got the memo. I'm glad you came, just in time, too. You might be wondering what exactly was so important. Well, today was the perfect time to go fishing, so I couldn't let you up this opportunity to catch some food, fresh food with you. This kind of sounds loud. I wonder if I should turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It do be sounding loud. There. I'm gonna turn it on twice. Because that sounds loud to me. Huh? Well, that's a fishing rod. Where's your mini hakero? Oh, no. This time we're doing it the real way. That's right. Last time we went fishing, it was a disaster. It ended up with me catching no fish and Marisa exploding the crap out of the river and probably causing some, like, environmental concerns. Sounds great. Hopefully we actually catch something this time. You bet. Although, I was curious as to how she obtained the fishing rod, so I asked. About that fishing rod. I was really bored and decided to pay a visit to Codine's shop. And voila, it was there, a fishing rod. It was real neat. Came with some bait, too. But did you pay for it? I'll just borrowing it till I die. How nice, ... or ... And then, since I have a lot of free time, I practice how to fish a little bit while waiting for you? Hehe. Oh, and how'd that go? Well, don't worry about that. This lake is still perfect for fishing, don't worry. Well, I'll do my best this time. But hey, what you did earlier, that was some fancy fishing. From what I can remember, that premium lure you used, ... It worked like a charm. Even though I didn't catch anything back then. And I lost that premium lure and that master spark explosion. Yeah, but thankfully I managed to get another one for you. I wonder how you found another one, ... Let's just say someone left their window open. But don't worry, I'll put it back where it belongs eventually. Woof. Just say ... How about we turn this into a fishing competition? Don't worry about running home. I have a spare rod that you can use. Skip minigame? I can skip the minigame? I don't know what's with the minigame. Sounds like fun, let's go! I'm going to show you how it's done. Ready? I'm ready. Let's go! Anyway. Oh look, Scarlet Devil Mansion, because the Misty Lake. I'll go scatter some of the premium bait I borrowed. Where's Cerno? This'll ought to make the fish go wild. Here's the basics of the game. Be quick to react or the fish will get away. Use your mouse to reposition your fishing rod. Use your mouse left click when the rod is positioned on a fish. When it hooks the fish, you will go into a situation named real time. Mash the spacebar to overpower the fish so you can reel it in quick. Some fish are not the same as one another. Mash quickly. Show her what you're made of. That's about it. Let's go. Let's begin. Oh shit. We are fishing. Fishing? I got one. Okay, you gotta mash spacebar. Mash spacebar. Mash spacebar. I'm destroying the spacebar right now. I'm destroying the spacebar. Not really. Ah, shit. That one. Holy crap. Got that one. Okay, I'm locking in. I'm not really mashing the spacebar. They said mash the spacebar. That one I need to mash for. 60 seconds left. Ah, shit. Okay, I got that one. Another one? I don't really need a mash for that one. Ah, come on. They're moving so fast. I need to get 25? Holy shit, I need to up the pace then. Holy crap. Let's go. No, I'm not giving up. What are you talking about, girl? I am trying to put in my work. Come on. Fish? Will I be able to get... Can I get 5 in 30 seconds? Can I? Let's see. I could probably do that. The intensity. Dude, this is intense fishing! I did it! 15 seconds. Ah, I won't lose. I think you already lost, because I got 26. The goal was 25. I got it. That was kind of intense fishing, though. The music was good for the fishing. Damn. Haha, time's up. I think I beat you. Something big is coming. Get your fishing rod ready! You're gonna help me catch this thing. Oh, shit. This is the real one. Okay. Get it? There we go. What? You pulled a shark? Whoa! That's a straight up shark! Look at the size of this thing. Well, since I caught this thing, looks like I'm automatically the win. No fair! Without me, you wouldn't have caught this thing! Oh, come on, let me have this, please. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Heh, fine. Even giving you this, there's no way you'll beat my fishing score. We'll see about that. By the way, what exactly was that fish? Ah, I believe it's called a shark. Although around here, it's called a same. So it's a black and white fish, and its Japanese name is same. Is that so? I didn't know that. That's right. Wait, you're dressed in black and white, and your name is Marisa Kirisame? Are you a shark, Marisa? Heh, probably just a coincidence. It's the first time I'm seeing this one myself, or seeing one myself. I mostly saw them in picture books and whatnot. Must be pretty rare. Poor thing, it must have been lonely. We shouldn't grill it. I agree, we should just leave it in this lake and let it do its thing. Heh. Hey, maybe this was why you couldn't catch any fish last time. Haha, maybe. Ha. Or, ha, looks like we're done. Let's go grill these first, I'm hungry. Let's grill these. Phew, da-da-da. Say, let's tally the score. I won. You did it! You beat my score. You caught so many fishes that I can't even count. Or maybe I actually can't count. Damn! Anyway, great job. Let's have a good feast tonight. Ah, looks like that's about it. Thanks for coming with me. I'm glad we had fun again. Da-da-da. Have I ever told you? The ones you caught looked really delicious. I could say the same. On when... Ah, my throat. I could say the same on when they're on the skewers. My voice is going for no good reason. God. So much reading, that's why. Putting the spices inside the fish made the flavor really special. The outside is crispy and not too dry. What's your recipe? Sorry, can't say. It's a big secret. Daw. I see, it's good. Just make sure you can do these again, alright? Sure. Share it too. I'm sure other people are gonna love it. Oh, thanks. You're the best. No problem. I'm happy you're enjoying them. Hee hee. So, what do you want to do next time? Mountain hiking? What about a tea party at the SDM? Da-da-da. Let's see. I could try letting you meet an old friend. I'm sure you'll really get along with her. Can she be able to join us in our next adventure? Of course. She's gonna make it really fun. Trust me. Sure. Da-da-da. Shh, let me tell you something. Her name is Alice Margatroyd, my not-so-next-door neighbor. The doll maker? Yep. It's been a while since I've been with Alice. Haven't seen her since the last incident, to be honest. She must be getting pale with all that staying indoors, from what I could tell. I don't know if she'll come with us, though. But she'll really be a fun addition. It's fine if she doesn't come, though. Is it? Then, have you ever met other yokai before? Hey, Marisa, I could introduce you to some. Or what about meeting the Reimu? I think that the isn't supposed to be there. What about meeting Reimu, the Shrine Maiden? She's a big grumpy. She's a big grumpy. She's a bit grumpy at times, but you'll get along with her. Hey, Marisa. Huh? I love you. Damn! I what what's important is what's important is me, you. Both of us are having fun. I'm down for any adventures as long as it's with you. Then you promise to always come to whatever crazy event I invite you to. It's a promise. All right. Can't wait for whatever takes us next. Ehehe. She didn't really say yes, and with that, I look forward to whatever wacky adventures I may find with Marisa. She didn't really say yes though. But I guess that's it, because that'd be the fishing DLC, and that's also the main game. So that was Outdoor Adventures with Marisa Kirisame, and the DLC for it. So it took a little under an hour, I'd say, for all of it, all things considered, which is cool. I like the entire experience. But I enjoyed this one a lot more than Sakuya's, to be honest, because Sakuya's was kind of just depressing. And maybe opinions are changing a little bit in my mind. I don't know. Like I said, it's how do I go about this saying this? I don't know. Because I'm gonna cut this out of the video either way, so it doesn't really matter how I go about saying it. I can just say it really, because it's not gonna really make the video, because I don't really want to put like stuff in there like that. But anyways, but I don't know. I put a lot of Toho like during like a let's see how I feel like I've talked about it before, but I kind of feel awkward still talking about it. I played Toho and like NEP as well, and like I don't know about other games that I could really think like kind of being deep for. But like NEP for example, like when I was like in that bad time, like Noir was my go-to. But nowadays I'd be thinking that NEP is more my speed, like the character that I'm like, hey, like everyone likes. Of course I like NEP before that. Of course, like NEP is like but like before that I was like nah Noir I like #1. But I was like now it's kind of days kind of like NEP. But maybe the Toho opinion is changing a little bit too, because like I said, it was during right, and so during that time I was like Sakuya, and nowadays I don't know. I haven't played a lot of games, Toho games, like past that time. Like actually only really 3 or 4. Like within 4 months, that's still pretty good, or not 4 months. So like I would say like those times kind of ended in like February. So like I played a lot of them within that large window, and then out of it I kind of haven't played a lot of them. But kind of like with NEP, because literally NEP was I played a lot of them within that window, quote unquote. Uh, and so I've only really played 2 outside of that window, so to speak. Like I said, just keeping it very vague because I just don't like it's a new. It's when it's in the past. Just leave it in the past. You live for the present, of course. But I'd be thinking, I haven't played. Like I said, that was kind of a past opinion. I was always like, hell yeah, Sakuya. And Sakuya is Sakuwa. I'll turn the volume back up. Whoops. There. Just so I don't forget next stream. Anyway, Sakuya is cool, but maybe opinions are shifting. I like Marisa more. Maybe I'd have to play more Toho games outside of that period, quote unquote. Like I said, outside the period. Because before that, I don't know. I wasn't really like. I was kind of like, Marisa's cool, whatever. But maybe, like I said, opinions are changing because it was kind of the same with NEP. It was kind of the same with NEP. So maybe it's the same with Toho, and I just go for the goofy characters. I'd be thinking that's a fact though. But I guess that's my like little spiel rant, whatever, blah blah blah, about that. I don't know, but this was really cool though. I enjoyed this. It was better than the Sake one because it just wasn't depressing or like it didn't feel like a therapy session. This one was just enjoyable and funny and lighthearted and cool. And I liked it. This is actually really enjoyable. It's by the same developers as, or I keep saying I Am Sakuya. That's the Doom mod. It was Save Me Sakuya-san. That one was just kind of it was made by the same developers as that one, so I kind of was apprehensive going into this one. Because I thought it might be the same of like, oh my god, they're gonna like therapy session me. They might therapy session me again. I'm like, fuck. But no, it wasn't a therapy session. It was actually really nice and joyful and lighthearted. I liked it, enjoyed it. I would be willing to check out the rest of theirs. They actually have quite a few Toho VNs, and they have quite a few games in general. I'd be interested in checking out the rest of their Toho VNs and then actually their other games, to be honest. So, it was good though. I enjoyed this. This was fun. It was lighthearted. It was goofy. I like that type of stuff. Like I said, new era. Maybe it's just like a different vibe nowadays. But that was enjoyable. It was definitely worth the time. And I think it cost like $5. But people were like, "Oh, that's expensive." I actually think I paid $6.50 for the DLC in total. But who cares? It was a fun time. Money doesn't really bother me as long as I have a fun time. Usually, unless I'm paying paying $30 for a 90-minute experience, I will bitch a little bit about that. But it's just like $6.50, so I don't really care. Either way, it was fun and I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I got to experience it. But moving past the video, whatever, blah blah blah. So schedule for the rest of the week. Also schedule for we are still on Wednesday, so schedule for rest of the or next week will be announced tomorrow's stream. But and I don't know if I'll actually have my Monday game figured out by that point. Maybe I will, or maybe I'll just say fuck it and do another Tohovian because I really enjoy doing these. But anyways, schedule for the rest of the week. Shorts are from 4:15 to 4:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. I kind of just be bouncing all over the place because I really just don't know. I can't settle on one. Honestly, what I'm getting pinched by really hard is the fact that I have NEP clips, like hell of them, but I'm getting really pinched because a lot of them are super unhinged and a lot of them are very serialized to a very specific series of clips. I'll leave it at that. And I also never planned on posting those as clips, or at least as shorts. But I still saved them to my phone because I thought they were just stupid hilarious. But I'm getting pinched by that because that makes up like at least 40. 40? I don't know about 40. Like 20 NEP clips I have are like just insane, unhinged like that. And I get pinched by it because I just don't want to post them. Because I feel like they're so unhinged that they would surely be like, is this guy good? Well, I already think that question's like kind of out there anyways. Is this guy good? I don't, yeah. Anyways, but I'm getting pinched by that because I have like a lot of NEP clips. I'm like not posting them. And then I get kind of jammed up by that because I'm like, not posting those clips. But that makes up a lot of clips that I have. So I have to get back to clipping. I kind of got this. I'll get back to it soon because this will be. I actually have like the rest of the one-off streams already edited up. So all I'll have to do is edit this one up, and that should be relatively easy, and I'll be able to get back to clipping. And then I'll have a smoother time posting clips. But for now, I'm doing Kyoto Namui, and then after I knock out Kyoto Namui, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do after that. Because I'm just not exactly sure. Probably go back to NEP, or I do have some for Cry Machina as well. They just never posted. But what was I saying? What was I thinking? Yeah, it's Kyoto Namui, and then when I run out of those. Also, kind of update on that, because I very scarcely mention it. Because at one point I was doing horror games. And Kyoto Namui was kind of like the end of that era for a bit. When I stopped doing Kyoto Namui, the Kyoto Namui was pretty much when I stopped doing horror games. And that was early June. In early June I said early June I'm pretty sure I said 4 weeks and I'd be back to doing it. And 4 weeks have sure passed, haven't they? I said like June 27th. And it's August 27th. So there you go. It was because I said I wanted to take a little break, and then I kind of when the time came, I was like, extend the break. Honestly, I don't know when I'll be coming back to horror games. And honestly, I don't know if I'll come back to horror games. Like honestly, it was just a little horror games be kind of stressful for real. Like it sure be fun. Like it sure do be fun. Like sure, but it also be like stressful as hell. And even though they make like incredibly like good and funny like videos and clips, it do be stressful though. And like you can kind of get the funny stuff from like just funny games. And that's kind of what I've been riffing off of for a couple months. It's just like, just find the funny, lighthearted, chill games. And those kind of also, I would say, bring as much quality as the horror games did, really. But I don't know, it just be kind of like a whatever, because I don't really, I just be kind of doing it for fun, so I'm not really, I guess, hurt if I, like, don't do horror games, because I don't really, I just kind of do what I kind of do what I want, and I've kind of done that ever since I started this channel, literally. But I mean, that's kind of a so way to look at it. I'm just, I don't know. I just kind of be how it is though right now. I maybe horror games eventually. I just had to, you know, and it's an indefinite hiatus is what I'm saying essentially. And Kyoto Anomaly is the last of. So that went up. What was that? Like a week ago. That's pretty much the last of what I have in terms of horror game streams. And after that, it was all funny videos. 'Cause I think Duck Detective went up last Sunday. But anyways, moving on. All that to say, shorts from 4:50 and 4:20 p.m. every Central Standard Time daily is what I was saying every day. And then next stream will be tomorrow, Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for Yakuza 0 Part 3? Yeah, it should be Part 3. Still in Chapter 2 with that one. I meant to get out of Chapter 2 and Part 2. And then I got jammed up by 3 hours of side quests, which is fine. I really enjoyed the side missions, but it totally derailed my plan of being like done with that game like really quick. It doesn't matter though for real because it's like a fun game and hilarious. But either way, I think we'll get to chapter 3 in that part. Knock on wood. I don't think people will really be doing that for real anymore. But I think we'll get out of chapter 2 in that part. Because I think I did like all the side quests I could do for chapter 2, so I don't think I can get jammed up by any more of them. Because chapter 3 is really good. And so I really want to get to it. I want to get to chapter 6 is actually what I want to get to in Yakuza 0. Because chapter 6 in Yakuza 0, literally, like, the craziest thing ever. It's my favorite chapter in that game. Probably? One of my favorite moments does happen in that chapter, though. I never will forget that moment in Yakuza 0. Like, literally never. And I will probably scream my lungs out when it comes out up because you know the vibes. It's been like that for Yakuza 0. You know the vibes. I am screaming chapter 6 that moment. Won't specify the moment, but when that moment comes up in chapter 6, screaming my lungs out. Like, so... Because I'll probably be, like, off one anyways. I'll probably be off one anyways, so I'm going to scream my lungs out during that part. That's all besides the point. All that to say, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're doing Yakuza 0, Part 3. It'll be fun. I've enjoyed Yakuza 0 quite a bit, coming back to it. So I think it'll be fun either way. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time will be the highlights video for Duck Detective, the words become too quick is what I'm saying. Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping. I be saying words too fast sometimes. I get jammed up. That was a stream I don't remember very well. I don't remember that stream very well. I don't know why. I did edit the video. I think it came out relatively well, if I remember correctly. Stamp of approval came out relatively well. How did that one come out? Relatively well. I guess that's just what I'm stamping on it. I guess it came out relatively well. I don't remember for real. But that's coming out on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Honestly, those are like Duck Detective ones. Those videos, they're less of like highlights, and they more trend towards what I've been doing recently for videos, which is kind of editing them to a story. Or no, I think I edited that one to moments. Later on, I started like more editing videos to like stories, I guess. So like instead of like editing a video just to highlights, like which I'll still do for some, but like this one, like for example, I'm gonna edit it to like the story, so it's gonna be a very story focused highlights video where you get the entire story and just instead of the highlights. Some streams work better for just doing the highlights, some work for just editing the story, but um that all to say Duck Detective the Ghost Clamping on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time highlights video. Like I said, I think it came out pretty well. Those games were funny. Kind of a different set of humor, though. Not exactly my type, but I still enjoyed them nonetheless. And that's the schedule for the week. So, in short, uh, shorts every day, 4:15 to 4:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Next stream is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for Yakuza 0 Part 3. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time will be the highlights video for Duck Detective the Ghost of Lamping. Schedule for my second channel. Whoa! Actually, I'll just announce it. I'll put that in the end, actually. Anyways, besides that, I have a Blue Sky and a Twitter. Mainly just shit posting platforms for real. But it's fun. Like shit posting, gushing, stuff related to the channel that sometimes doesn't make it to the channel in like a shorts. Usually, sometimes they just make it in a video, but those both exist. It's fun on there. Twitter, not so much. But Twitter gets all the same thing that Blue Sky gets. Twitter, not so much fun. People be kind of mean on Twitter. I don't like to say it, but I kind of be using the mute function a lot when people be kind of mean. I just kind of mute. Like I don't want to block because blocking is kind of just mean spirited, so I just mute people. I don't really be going on Twitter for real. I'm just gonna say that much. Anyways, but I have a Blue Sky and a Twitter. They both get the same thing. Uh, Blue Sky, sometimes the posts are more detailed than Twitter because Twitter has that goofy 280 character limit, and that includes sometimes hyperlinks, which is kind of dumb, but either way, both those exist. They get the same stuff either way. Uh, Other than that, I have a second channel. Also talk about this, which is Kawaii O'Clock, that does videos Tuesday and Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Literally the only days that I don't really usually have a window for doing anything. That's when I decide to post those. It's honestly, it's pretty fun, and I really enjoy doing it. Honestly, it's a lot of fun actually. The last recording session I did of it was probably the most fun I've had so far doing them. It was so much fun, like so much fun. I picked a bunch of really good songs for that one. And so it was just really fun to do that one. And honestly, just because I keep getting better and better at it, I already had experience with the cameras because this is, I'll use this as an example. This is my old camera. This isn't the one I currently use for those videos. This is an old one. This is a Nikon, what is it, Coolpix L105? I forget when I got this. I've had this thing for years, like 2016 at least, maybe longer. I've been using cameras. I know how to use them. I know how to point them. I know how to shoot them. I know how to frame stuff. I'm very familiar with that. But I feel like I just keep getting better and better with Kawaii Clock. So when I picked up that series, I already kind of knew how to do all that. And like doubly so, I have a tripod that I use for my new camera. So literally just set it up on a tripod, do everything like just perfectly set the frame, and you can just go. Like I can do that. That's like I don't have a tripod for this thing. I never did. So I always did point shooting, which is kind of, not as good. You can't point shoot as easily with than you can with a tripod. Like tripod, you just screw, 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 screw. I want this. Screw, 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 screw. A little bit off. Twist it this way. Screw, 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 screw. It's like you can do it very methodically. Tripods are kind of beautiful because like I said, never used one. Point shooting with a camera is what I'm used to. Just pick up, go, point, click. That's what I used to do. So tripods are kind of beautiful. It's all kind of a pointless rant. But that's all to say. What was I saying? I keep getting better and better with Kawaii Clock, is what I was saying. Because I just keep, every time I come up with something that makes it not more efficient, for sure. Because it takes the same amount of time every time. It's not more efficient, but I can improve the quality. So the first time, I would shoot it like pretty late in the eve, but there would still be like sunlight coming through the window, so I had to find a way to block out that. And once I did that, the shots became a lot better because it was a lot darker, so you could see everything with more detail, and so that was good. And so, and then next time I come up with something else and something else. Really, my last shooting segment was about as good as it's been because I just, funnily enough, a song made me kind of realize what I really, really should be doing with that series, and so, which that song ended up in that series. But it's kind of funny because I was like, oh, I really should focus on the positive, happy vibes of that series, which is kind of really what I focused into on the third shooting segment. And like I said, it came out really beautiful. It was a lot of fun. Anyways, that's all to say. There's a second channel. The videos on that one go live Tuesday and Saturday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then shorts go live at the exact same millisecond, probably, if YouTube does it that way, that the videos go live. It's fun though. I enjoy doing it. I just never. I'll announce it at the end of streams because probably not a lot of people would see it at the end of the stream, to be honest. Uh, but I would never. I don't plan on announcing like a post because it's just not the same type of content. Really, it's very different. If this channel was like similar, which it kind of is, but not truly. If it was like the content was similar, which well, actually it's kind of leaning towards that way, but hasn't really got there entirely. Well, not quite. There's still like a half and half. But if the content was similar, I'd like maybe announcement and be like, "Hey, look, this exists." But since it isn't, I'm like, "Nah, I'll just keep it a kind of a private, like not a private thing, but like a thing that just grows on its own." Which has been doing really well, all things considered. It's an unknown channel. It's been doing really well on its own, with no prop up. It's been doing really well on its own. But anyways, all that to say, I have a second channel. I have fun on it. It's linked on the channel. I won't post, talk, blah blah blah. I do post on it on social media, but that's kind of different. But other than that, don't have anything further to say. So, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you. Stay chill.